Good afternoon. As we know, the Holocaust was the genocide of European Jews during World War II. Between 1941 and 1945, Nazi Germany and its collaborators systemically murdered over 6 million Jews. The history of anti-Semitism, defined as hostile actions or discrimination against Jews as a religious or ethnic group, goes back centuries, with anti-Semitism being called the longest hatred in history. Today, we grieve in horror after the deadliest attack on Jews since the Holocaust. The brutal massacre, abduction, predominantly of Israeli concert attendees on October 7th of 2023 at the hands of Hamas. Their goal was to slaughter, rape, torture any and all Jewish people who they could find, from babies to the elderly, by entering homes, pulling people from their cars, or simply walking or playing outside. A reflection of the Holocaust, wouldn't you agree? A shocking number of students and other protesters on college campuses are cheering on Hamas while oppressing, alienating, verbally assaulting, and threatening the lives of Jewish students. This is unconscionable. In addition, college administrators, students, Hamas, pro-Palestinians have all said that these actions are justified, mirroring what Nazi Germany said of the Holocaust, that it was justified. Private property, synagogues are being vandalized or destroyed. Today, we are dealing with an aggressive anti-Semitism that has culturally not changed for many generations. Massacres are still happening. Groups are calling for the elimination of the state of Israel as we see it today. In the eyes of Hamas and pro-Palestinians, there is jubilation and a call for the death of all Jews. This is barbarism. After the Holocaust, we said never again. Never again is now. And it's happening right before our eyes, before the entire world to witness. October 7th, 2023 was a stark reminder. Last year, I spoke here and I stated, our First Amendment rights are crucial, but education is a privilege and not a right. And if you are studying in our country and express death or harm to our citizens, you should be expelled and returned to your native country immediately. To me, it doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you are on. For me, I commend President Donald Trump for his quick and assertive action to deport anyone who promotes and harms anti-Semitism to their respective countries. As a politician myself, we like to take credits on issues. So in this case, I like to think that President Trump heard my words last year and acted accordingly. So thank you, President Trump. Social media is very powerful. October 7th was the largest hijacking of social media to date. For every one post that was pro-Israel, there were 54 that were pro-Hamas and pro-Palestinian, and those horrific videos that surfaced. Social media enables a virus to spread at a pace like we've never seen before, and that should frighten everyone in this room. At the end of my mayoral duties in December of 2024, I attended the Mayor's Summit on Anti-Semitism. It was an amazing and educational opportunity for me to learn about anti-Semitism on a much larger scale. One of the many takeaways was this: In the early 1900s, there was rampant discrimination against Jewish doctors and medical professionals being hired. As a result, a wealthy banker named Caspar Kahn, who was the founder of Union Bank, endowed the construction of a hospital to hire Jewish medical professionals. The hospital also assisted Jewish patients with tuberculosis who were discriminated against by the healthcare industry. In case you were wondering, that hospital is now Cedars-Sinai Hospital. Jewish producers and directors were not hired, so they formed their own production companies, including Paramount Pictures, Fox Film Corporation, MGM, Warner Brothers, RKO, Universal, and Columbia. Country clubs did not allow Jews, so they created and built their own country clubs, including Hillcrest, Brentwood, and Fenway. The Jewish people have always advocated for a place at the table, and because of anti-Semitism, they had to create their own successes, which in turn brought envy and furthered anti-Semitism. The summit included a call for action, and I pledged to take action. On February 4th, 2025, my colleagues voted and approved a resolution that I created to combat anti-Semitism in the city of Murrieta. A framed copy of it is on display outside the auditorium. And I want to thank our Mayor, Cindy Warren, who is currently our mayor, who signed that resolution. So thank you, Mayor. Moving forward, I am requesting a call to action by our college campuses. Cal State University San Marcos, the University of Riverside, Riverside Community College, Mount San Jacinto College, our unified school districts, Temecula, Murrieta, and Paris, to adopt the similar resolution to combat anti-Semitism and protect our students here. I cannot do this alone. I need your voice in speaking out at local schools by asking them to adopt my resolution and encouraging them to join our efforts. If you are willing to stand with me, are you willing to stand with me to combat anti-Semitism? In closing, please remember to honor those who were brutally tortured, exterminated during the Holocaust. We honor them today. We must continue to stand up, rise up, and make our voices heard. I'd like for you to think about this. If we held a moment of silence for every victim of the Holocaust, we would be silent for over 11 years. Thank you, and God bless.